Hello, everyone, and welcome to 4J Media Live for May 5th, 2019. And today we're going to talk about how to get started with OneNote. So let's check it out. Okay, so we're over in my dashboard here in Office 365, and I'm going to show you how to use OneNote. So you can see here I already have a bunch of notebooks that I've created inside of OneNote. And the great thing about this application or software is that you can use this on your iPad, your tablet, iPhone, Android device, Windows device, smartphone, across all the platforms it works. And you can see, like, if I go to daily content, for example, clicked on the wrong one. Hold on a second. There we go. I really like this formatting. So I like the tabs. It's really cool. This is how it looks on the smartphone too. So you can see I created different tabs, and actually they call it sections, and then the pages are right here. So let me go back real quick, and let's create a new notebook, and we're going to call this test. Okay, so test, create. I'm going to hit options, and I'm going to allow. And if we go to, where did it go? Come on. Pinned. Okay. Okay, it's bizarre. All right, let's call it 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I open up 1, 2, 3, and that works, but the other one doesn't. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so let's go through kind of how to make a OneNote notebook. So the first thing you're going to do is make a section. So you click on section, and you would create the section. So, for example, I've been writing blogs, webinars, and podcasts. That's been my thing for about a month here. I've been doing it every day, and so this application has really helped me get organized. So you could do blog as one, podcast as 2, okay, and then you could do webcast as 3. Web cursed. There we go. Webcast is 3. So now what you can do is if you right click on blog, for example, I can change the color. So we can do purple mist, silver, blue, blue mist, cyan, teal, apple, green, lemon, yellow, tan, etc., etc. So we'll do green. And then podcast, I'm going to make red. Make it pop a little bit. And webcast, we'll keep it blue. So what happens is when you click on it, it stays that color, and it makes it really easy to work with it because it's color coded, which I love. I love labels and I love colors, so it's perfect for me. So when you want to do a page title, you're going to call this, let's call it get started with text editors April 1, 2019. That was the first blog I wrote. Okay, and then if you wanted another page, you do get started with web browsers, or we could just do web browsers. April. Okay, and so let's do that here. I'm going to do it like that. Okay, so you get the idea. What it does is it creates a page, and so if I wanted to write a blog, I could do it here. And we could, I could fill it in here, format it out here, and then I have it. And then page April 2nd's blog would be here. And the nice thing too is you can see when it's dated, so on and so forth. Now if I go here and I do the same thing, we can do podcast, and then I can create another page. And I can copy this. We copy that. We'll go here and do the same thing. And so if I go to blog and I go to podcast, I can see that they're there. And if we needed to get the verbiage or whatever, we could do it all right here and write a script or whatever. Same with a webcast. You can do, I'm going to select all that and do it here. And then we'll grab the second one and do the same thing. And basically what it does is it gives you the ability to create notes or whatever you need for that production. So let's say that you wanted to add a bunch of content. You could. If you just turn off the simplified ribbon, which I showed you before. Let's leave the page real quick. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we can insert. And the cool thing about this is you can, if you just click anywhere in the notebook, you can write notes. So you could do like Google Chrome, right? And then over here we could do Internet Explorer. And then over there we could do the index. And then we could do up here, we could do Firefox. So it gives you the ability to kind of create more of a open flow of brainstorming. So if you're brainstorming, you have an idea for Firefox and you have one for Google Chrome and you have one for Internet Explorer. You can move these around so that they're separated as much or as little as you need. And if you need to make a list, well, guess what? Make a list. Item 1, item 2, item 3, okay? And then you can format this. So I can go into home and we can go here and number it, okay? And then close that out. And what it does is it gives it a window to move the content around, but it doesn't show it. So it gives it an outline basically. And then if you need to delete everything, you'd hit Control A, hit delete, and it's gone. And so it's really easy to move around in OneNote, not only on the browser version, but also on the application. But my personal favorite is the smartphone, which I can't show you at this time, but I wish I could, because the interface for that is awesome. I use that for everything. Because if I'm sitting somewhere, let's say I'm at Starbucks or I'm at a coffee shop, let's say, and I just want to, kind of brainstorm a little bit, I can grab my phone and I can start writing stuff out. And I don't have to be at a computer to do that. I can do that from anywhere. And like I say, what this does is this organizes you. So if you had to write a blog every day, let's say, and you were on April 2nd and you needed to write something, you could write it here, and you can format everything right from here, and you don't really need to do anything else. So it's a great program, really, it is. It's one of my favorite programs, actually, in the Office 365 package because of how easy it is to use, okay? The other thing, too, is you can create another notebook right here. And so it makes it, so let's say that you have more ideas. Let's say web browsers. Okay, I create the notebook. I'm going to leave the page. And there I have a new notebook. And then I can go through the sections, the pages, etc., and the web browsers. So if it's web browsers, I could do Google Chrome. Okay, and we could do Edge. We could do Firefox. Okay. You could do Yandex and Safari. Okay. And so you can customize this to whatever you want. So Google, I'd probably give a color red. Edge I would give blue too, because they really use a lot of blue. Firefox is kind of orange. Yandex is kind of that color, and Safari is like a teal. So you can separate them out, and so whatever you're doing, you could make custom pages for each section, and then really write out whatever you need to. And like I said, I love this program the most because I use notebooks all the time. And so once I found this, I'm like, this is a no-brainer to use this, you know? And it also gives you this ability to stretch this out. So, I mean, are you kidding me? That's great. Because if you saw my notebook collection, I got like piles and piles of notebooks. And this just makes it so much easier because you can digitize everything. So you don't need paper anywhere. You just use OneNote and it digitizes all your notebooks. So you're not having to scramble to find something. It's all online, which is great, you know. I still recommend using notebooks once in a while, but this really centralizes everything and gets you organized and helps you brainstorm and write stuff out. And I just think it's a great tool. So the thing I want to leave you with is that I'm going to be creating a course for OneNote called How to Get Started with OneNote, the Complete Guide. And what it's going to do is it's going to show you how to go from a beginner to a master at OneNote. I will show you all the tips and tricks that you need to know to use this program. I will not leave anything out because this is one of my favorite programs in Office 365. So I thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.